you would have somebody.
The goal is looking to go on hockey. I mean, everybody knows the no goal, but they still golf.
Okay, but hockey is also, even in terms of football, every call when you watch the replay goes back to camera angles and break. Baseball is wide open. It's primarily a slow-moving game, and the point of view from a camera on, say, for example, a first base goal like this, it's so clear. It's so definitive. It's like a horse race.
Hi, everybody. The mic was muted. Hey, Dinkum, how are you? I'll throw this out for everybody who might want to join. Anything goes like usual. And we'll post that to the top. Yeah, so hey, Explorer, how are you? Yeah, I just figured I'd pop in here. Not really doing too much. Doing the bachelor life right now. So I got some free time, and I figured, hey, yeah, I'll pop in here, see who's up, and shoot the shit with you guys. By all means, if anybody wants to join, you're more than welcome. I'll probably go on for a few hours, a couple hours, anyways. I just wanted to wish all my friends down south of the border in the U.S. a happy Thanksgiving. And I feel sorry for you with the Black Friday crap. Oh, man, you guys have it bad. It gets insane down there. It's not bad here, but down there, wow. I can't wait to see the video clips that they're going to release on the news and everything else, and on social media of people going nuts with Black Friday this year. It's notoriously you want to talk about blooper reels, but some really bad shit happens. Oh man, some really bad stuff happens down there during these things, and I think this year is going to be really bad because of COVID. The last few years, and people haven't, like, businesses having problems with staffing their stores and everything else. It's going to be really bad this year. I noticed a few things. Some of the store hours have even changed. I know a few stores would open at midnight tonight to allow people, exclusive deals. First thing, as soon as midnight strikes, a lot of the stores would open up, and now a lot of them aren't because they can't staff them. They can't find anyone. So a lot of them are opening at like maybe 6 a.m. tomorrow morning. And, setting back, a lot of people who are normally hey, they look forward to the midnight deals, they're not going to get them until 6 a.m. I'm not saying it's all of them, but I think it's pretty much most of them that aren't opening up until later on because they can't staff. It's still insane, man. I mean, when you think we are like in the norm now. We're not. We're still far from it. And with the fucking shit with the inflation and everything else, I think next year is even going to be harder. I think a lot of people are going to be in for a rude fucking awakening. You know, they're talking about more interest hikes here in Canada and the U.S. And it's getting to be ridiculous. I don't know what it's like in the UK. I know you guys are probably. I know they were doing in Europe. They were doing super hikes, and it's not. I don't think. I think the last time I heard the inflation rate in the U.S. or the interest rate in the U.S. The prime was like 10%, something, or inflation was 10% or some shit like that. Some crazy number. I don't know what it's like in the UK. If anyone knows, what's the inflation rate in the UK right now? I mean, here it's a 6.9. I think it's stalled, and hopefully it'll go down and they'll stop these fucking interest rate hikes. But yeah, well, yeah. Yes and no. Yes and no. I do agree with you. I do agree with you, but it's not entirely here. It's not entirely the stores. I mean, they can't pay. A lot of these smaller stores can't pay. They can't pay the proper wage, and a lot of people don't want to fucking work. They just don't want to work. Here for the longest time, they're giving out CERB, which is like a COVID fucking relief thing. And people were sitting on their fucking asses, not doing anything. And, they were going, oh, look at free money, not knowing that you got to fucking pay it back. But they're like, free money. I don't have to pay it back. Guess what? They had a rude awakening, and a lot of them have to pay it back. And they're like, why do I have to pay this back? Get a fucking job or go back to work. That's just me. And I don't know, but anyways, Black Friday, there are some good deals like usual. I've seen some pretty good deals, but you know what? I don't think with inflation, those deals are inflated too. So I mean, they're not as good as they could have been, and they have been in the past. You can get like an 85-inch television, like LG television, for like $499. Now it's like fucking $12.99. Well, that's a good deal, and it's on sale from $18.99, and the $12.99 is a regular price. But but that's these deals. A lot of these deals aren't really deals. They disguise them as deals, but they're really the regular price. But hey, people are naive. They don't pay attention until they don't look at the prices beforehand. A lot of people don't. They don't compare. What was that TV like 12 months ago? What was it 2 weeks ago before it went on sale? Oh, wow. Or they wait until, it goes, the inflation price, and 11% now. Wow. That's insane. That's fucking insane. I mean, here it's 6.9, and it's insane here, but I can't imagine 11%. Wow. That's crazy. That's insane. But I mean, how long is this going to go? But I mean, it's going to go for a while. I was reading a lot of reports about a month ago, 2 months ago, and a lot of the forecasters were saying that it wasn't going to let up until maybe the first quarter of next year. That's what they're hoping. and then it'll slowly start to ease back down. But you know what? That doesn't mean the interest rates will go down. They'll probably wait and make sure the inflation is going down completely before they start easing off on these. But as far as I know, they're talking about here in the U.S. in North America, in U.S. and Canada, another hike, another interest rate hike in December. And I don't know what. To be honest, I don't know what the interest rate in the U.S. or sorry, the inflation rate in the U.S. is right now. But I think it's 8, something like that. 8. I could be wrong. Something like that. But like I said, ours here is ease. It's like stagnant. It didn't increase, and it didn't decrease. It just stayed the course. And hopefully, that's a sign that it is. People are starting to wake up and say, "Oh, look it, man! I gotta stop. Spending money I don't have, jacking up my credit card." I mean, we're all guilty of it, and in a lot of cases, you don't have a choice. You have to use your credit card. But some people are just like insane with their credit cards, especially online shopping. I mean, I'm bad at times, Blu-ray and shit like that. But I've said, okay, I gotta fucking slow down here. I gotta slow down and priorities. You know what I mean? Priorities. Well, yeah, yeah. I wouldn't doubt it. I really wouldn't doubt it. I wouldn't doubt it at all if that was the case, or part and parcel with what's going on. Absolutely, I would agree with that. It's just insane. It's just really, really insane how things are getting. But I don't know, where does it all end? When does it stop? We really don't know. We really just don't know. But hey, Rick, how are you, buddy? Climb on up if you'd like to, man. You're more than welcome. It's been a while. I haven't seen you in a while. Yeah, I was shocked actually when I crossed the border last month in October, because we would just cross down and do some grocery shopping and grab some gas, and because it was always dirt cheap across the border, and food, especially food, like it's, hey Safari, how are you? Food was probably half, and their the interest rate in New York State is like 6%, 7%. So I mean, the tax, which is fucking like half of what we pay here in Ontario. In Canada, it's like 13%. So I mean, a lot of the food prices were great, even when the dollar was at 75 cents US. Who gives a shit? You're still getting a good deal, and not to mention a lot of the shit we couldn't get here. We could get down there, but now, like October went down there, it's like holy shit, the prices were leveled off. What we're paying here, same. Plus, you're paying exchange, and right now the Canadian dollar, I think, is about 73 cents, 74 cents, 75 cents, somewhere around there. So, for each dollar, you figure you're paying you're paying the exchange. It's really not worth it. It's really not worth it. It's just, wow. So, hey, Adrian, I mean, so pretty much the only thing I'll buy down there now is shit you can't get here, and beer. Beer's still cheaper, and a lot of the good beer is just south of the border. And a lot of people are like, "Oh, good beer and south of the border? No fucking way! It's like horse piss." No, craft beer is really good in the U.S. A lot of really good classic craft breweries. You can't get here in Ontario, in Canada, only through trade or whatever else. So, excuse me. So I usually go down across the border, buy some, and bring it home. So, yeah. So it's still worth getting beer there. I mean, it's a little bit more pricier than it was in the past, but hey, that's one of the prices you have to pay, I guess, for things that you enjoy, by the way. And I know some of you like to see what I'm drinking. I don't know if you guys can see that, especially Rick, who's but there you go. They're out of Massachusetts. Braintree. Wow, it's Braintree, Massachusetts. 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 No, I shouldn't say that. I did. It's good though. It more cider will solve that. Yeah, exactly, Rick. But how is everybody tonight, man? It's slowly getting dark here. It's only 4:33, but it's starting to get dark here. I gotta give this thing a swirl because its sediment is pretty thick, man. Holy fuck. But that's because this sucker's been sitting around since October. Oh, fuck. The beginning of October. So the sediment sort of starts to sit on the bottom, especially with an IPA. A nice juicy, if you can see, look at that. Look at that. How fucking thick that is. And it's dank as shit. But anyways. Yeah. Yeah, I figured, 5 hours ahead of time there. You on the beach safari? Yeah, it's starting to get a little dark here. It's late fall, obviously. Season's greetings, by the way, yes. In the U.S., obviously, they're celebrating Thanksgiving. So happy Thanksgiving to you guys in the U.S. Once again, if anybody would like to hop on up, come on up. Don't make me talk by myself. It's not fair. But, little video delay there. So yeah, anyways, it's Black Friday insanity has kicked off already here, because our Thanksgiving was in October, so we don't celebrate Thanksgiving, the American Thanksgiving. I mean, some of us do, and head on down to relatives, family down in the U.S. But here, technically, we don't celebrate it. So therefore, our Black Friday kicks off today officially. And it's not nearly as insane as the US's is. And, we're going to have to do a special show on hold on a sec. I'm going to have to plug my light in here in a sec. I unplugged it. Get some light in here, man. It's starting to get dark. Holy shit. Yeah. There's a bit of a beach, mostly stony. I see. I guess any beach is a good beach right now, to be honest, I suppose. Because I don't have a beach by me. So, I don't know. Do you like what do you guys? When do you guys start? When do you guys start prepping for Christmas? I mean, do you guys? A lot of you guys celebrate Christmas. I mean, there's a lot of people that don't enjoy Christmas. It's bah humbug. I mean, do you go out and shop early, get your Christmas shopping done early, or are you a last minute sort of person that gets it done, a couple days before Christmas, just before the stores close down for the season? That's like me. I'm like last minute. That sucks, man. The beach by me is the same way. It's the same way. It's fucking stinks like dead fish. I shouldn't say it is dead fish that stink. But yeah, are you guys last minute Christmas shoppers? Do you wait till the last minute when it's like December 24th? Yeah, last minute. That's exactly what I am. That's exactly what I am. We device is not connected. Sorry, for some reason. The long Black Friday. Oh, hold on a sec. It's slowly connecting. Hello. Hello. The long Black Friday. For some odd reason, oh, I hear something. Rather than fish, than human poo. Fuck. That's funny because it's not funny because actually they did a study they just finished up a study of a lake, or not a lake but an inlet here that had people have been complaining of. Hey Rick, how are you, buddy? But they just finished off a long study of an inlet that people have been complaining about, like sewage or bad smelling or whatever else, and and they found out that one of these systems from, I think they said, about 50 homes. The contractor that was building the piping systems didn't know that they were for, not for sanitary issues or whatever. And they were literally, these people were flushing their toilets for like 25 fucking years, and it was going into the inlet, and nobody knew. Wow. So now this inlet's been fucking polluted for 25 fucking years, and now they're just discovering it now. I think this is since 1995 or 1996 that these houses, and it's not their fault because hey, look it, man. You go upstairs, you got to take a crap, whatever, you take a shit, whatever. You flush the toilet, you think it's going to go to the right spot, right? Not the 50 houses. Their shit was going into the inlet. Oh, fuck. Too much. Hold on, I got to plug my light in. Hold on. All right, that's a little better. So, anyways, yeah, for 25 years, these people have been fucking flushing their toilets, and it's been going into an inlet that feeds Lake Ontario, which, if you know, is one of the 5 Great Lakes here in North America, and they're saying that it has not affected the actual Lake Ontario, which I find is complete bullshit. Oh man, I find that complete bullshit because really, I don't know. Hold on, let's see here. Okay. That's cool, Safari. That's neat. That's neat. That you get to see the naval ships, submarines, and naval ships. Well, that's really neat. But you know what, Ollie, right? Or sorry, Gareth. I always get you mixed up with. There's 2 explorers that I get mixed up with. I'm sorry, but I remember watching some of the vids though. Yes, Ollie. I had a feeling. I remember it was Ollie. And you know, and some of the videos. I think it was not you, but who was it? Was it Gareth? Gareth and Liam, I think, were exploring some decrepit sort of warehouses or whatever along the ocean side or river or something. Was it? Maybe it was Liam. I can't remember, but it was actually really cool. It was along some large river, and it was an old not a warehouse, but it's been sitting there for years, and it was really neat. They went in there and they explored it, and it's always neat seeing shit like that. I love areas like that you know, time is forgotten. And a lot of people say abandoned, obviously abandoned. I've done a lot of urbex, but not so much lately. I used to do it a lot a few years ago, and I really do miss it. I really do miss checking out a lot of stuff. But a lot of the stuff around here I've been to 50 million times. There's a couple places that I don't mind going to every once in a while. I'll revisit, but it's not the same as finding something new, and especially something large, something that's been, a huge factory or a business or whatever that's massive. It's just laying there, or like a fucking mall, like a mall that's hasn't been used in years. We don't have anything close by here that's mall wise or anything like that. But we do have a couple warehouses and old businesses that have been sitting there for years unattended. All right. Well, I'm waiting for somebody to come up. Hold on. Let me see this. I don't know if I have. Let me see if I can find. I have some footage of an old. Let's see. Where is it? I guess I don't have it. But it's an old woolen mill. Hold on. I don't know. This is just the trailer. No, this is the trailer. Let me see. Get the full thing up. Where are we? That's just a trailer. What the hell? Let's see if I can find the full thing here. I just wanted to show you the old German mill. Did I? Oh man, I think I lost it. I think I lost it. Yeah, I think I lost it. Oh man, that sucks. Well, I don't have it on here. I don't know. You can sort of get a see what it looks like, I guess, out of this. But there it is. There, minus the music.
halfway up that hill.
Oh yeah.
Strong feel.
You get an idea what it's. Hey Frank, anybody wants to climb on up? By all means, click the link there. Yeah, I used to love fucking, you know, visiting these old abandoned places. Yeah, the Alamo. You know what? Believe it or not, Frank, this was larger than the Alamo. The Alamo is so fucking small. This was probably like 3 or 4 times the size of the Alamo. There was an old woolen mill, and I mean there was 2 murders in it. One murder, one death. The one death was when it was a woolen mill. The woman. You know, the daughter who was playing in the back by the wheel, the water wheel, and apparently what happened was the girl's hair got caught, and she was dragged underneath and was drowned by the water wheel and was killed. And the second one was when it became a bed and breakfast years later, and some dude was, I guess, upstairs in one of the rooms, and was sleeping. And some dude went up and shot him, killed him, took off. I think it was like just completely was never solved. And that guy's death was like, you know, hey, you look at today, Black Friday. That's going to be a common occurrence. You hate to say it, but hey, fuck. That's okay, Ricky. If you can, try later, whatever. That's cool. I'm going to have to refill, but, you know, in a second, I don't want to leave you guys hanging here. We need some other folks to pop on up. Yeah, so crazy place. It was called the German Woolen Mill, and you know, wool. They made there, and it was by a German family, actually owned by a German family originally. So you know, hey, it fell into disrepair, and then another family bought it out and turned it into a bed and breakfast. And the bed and breakfast eventually went belly up, and what you see is what it is like pretty much now. Only worse. I mean, that footage was probably from 10 years ago now, something like that. It's been about 10 years since I've been there. Cool place, though. It's always neat seeing, discovering those old farmhouses in the middle of nowhere. I would actually visit another one that it's still somewhat standing. I don't know. Let me see if I got some photos of it. I'll show you some photos. If I find them, though. Load it up here. I don't have them on this hard drive, so I have to pull them up here. Hold on. Let's see. All right, let's see here. The fun part is finding them. with me here. Just gotta go through the annals here to find them. It's always tedious going through Facebook. Try to find them. Said that I have them on Facebook and I don't have them on this hard drive. I thought it was pretty cool, Punches, man. I liked it. I mean, it was a lot smaller than I originally thought, you know. I don't think I was really expecting a lot when I first saw the Alamo. But I know a lot of people find it underwhelming, and I can understand why, because but again, you know, a lot of people don't sort of think about the circumstances all about the Alamo. When they go there, they just, oh, this place is full of history, and that's it. Okay, where the fuck is this thing? Pulling. Where the hell is this? I will find it here. I could show you this, the VHS collection. Okay. There's the vault, the VHS vault. People are like, well, why do you hold on to VHS for? I don't know, man. There's still a lot. That's it, really. Doesn't really fucking show you a hell of a lot. But oh yeah, there's a couple thousand. Well, yeah. It well depends on how, I guess, how weak the your net is, but yeah, it's better to shut it off because it sucks the life out of your fucking data. But yeah, I would turn it off. Let's see. Oh, fuck, where is it? It's driving me nuts. I want to find it. I don't think it's in albums. Hold on. Then again, maybe I do have it. It's somewhere. This place is pretty fucking cool. Let me just. This is brick yards. Hold on. It's where they made bricks. It's now abandoned, not in use, and sneaking in is actually really cool. It's a pretty neat place. When you get into the building, this building here, it's actually really neat. I think I have some photos of the interior. And there's the way in. You go in. I think I eventually go in. That's the name of it, the Sheltown Brickyards. Oh man, I don't have any. I don't know where the photos are of the interior. Oh man, I thought I had interior photos of that, and I know I do. Oh, part 2. Okay, let's see. I'll go to part 1. Where are we? Did I take it down? Why would I take it down? Oh, let's see. What's this? This doesn't have. Oh man, I wish I had these sorted out better than this, but I guess I don't. Where's part 1? Part 2. Let's see. Is here somewhere? Gettysburg. Oh wow, Gettysburg's pretty cool. Oh, here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Let me just. I'll share this here. Here we go. I got the first part here. Hey, Sunshine. Good to see you, man. All right. Here's the first part. All right. Here we go. And again. Wait, let's bring these up a little bit so you can see them better. Here's the interior, what's left of it. This thing was in use for close to 60 years, 70 years before. And they had a small fire in the interior. But as you can see the brick dust piling up in the columns there. The chimneys for the kilns. But essentially, this is now just party central for the kids that do go in there, especially at night. I like Rusty Spoons. One of the roads, the old roads. And that this one here is where they stored the bricks. Clash. What else did it say? Let's see. I can't zoom in anymore. Some rusty venting and shit like that. Cool place. I think they've all but howdy, Rick. How you doing,
Hello.
Rick?
Good evening again.
How are you?
I'm pretty good. Can you hear me?
I can hear you, man.
I'm
I can hear
okay.
you.
Yeah, I'm pretty good. Oh, let's see. Excellent. Yeah, here we go. Yeah, I don't know what's the technologies this side of it anywhere, but yeah, it's a bit. There we are. Right, excellent.
Yeah, you're good.
News.
You're
I think I better
just
do that 'cause I'm
lagging a
not
little
drunk.
bit, but you're okay.
Anyway.
Oh, he's got the shades on.
That's cool. Because I thought I was going to be like, do you remember when Justin used to try and get onto the show, there would be no visuals.
Oh yeah,
but you could hear him, and he would be on in the corner just as a blank screen.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's right. I feel like kindred spirits of the great Justin Villarreal. At least with the technology side of things. Yeah, but I was really calling in, to say hi, obviously, and also to show you this. I don't know if I'm allowed to show you that on YouTube.
High Times Recreational Encyclopedia.
Okay, and this is like. It's pretty thick, you know. It's made in 1979.
That's 1979.
Yeah.
Oh wow.
1979, yeah, and it's got like that year's weed prices in the States, all different types of weed and all that sort of thing. It's a hilarious book, but it's also full of really good sort of, I don't know, you might say like just sort of fun facts, you know what I mean? So I thought I'd ring in today to share some fun facts with you.
I remember getting getting a dime for like
stuff like that.
Get a dime for like $10. A gram, a gram of hash or even pot, man. $10. Try that now.
Yeah, and that was expensive in Canada. It was cheaper in England, like we thought.
Oh yeah.
You know, yeah. I think. Well, I guess actually, when you think about it, because you're talking 10 Canadian bucks, aren't you? So back then that was about 3 Canadian, 3 to the pound, I think.
Well, it was probably like, you know,
or was that the Australian one? Well, it's like the Canadian or the Australian.
Well, Canadian dollars,
get it printed on the back of books.
Yeah.
The price in this country, in Australia and in Canada. And I know one of them was about 3 times the price of everything. Yeah.
Probably, yeah. No, I know here it was.
Anyway, cheers all.
Yeah, I gotta refill myself here. What are you drinking now? Cider?
Yeah, do it, man. Do it. I'll read a story while you go and get it.
Frank is saying it's 10 pounds for a gram now. Holy shit. Okay, I'll be right back.
All right. Okay. Well, I'm gonna run the show. Okay. Hang on. Let's find something interesting here. Here we go. Thomas Edison, a man who slept only 4 hours a day, was a steady user of cocaine. The secretary of President McKinley noted that in the case of Van Mariani, which is the Pope's habit, had received an enthusiastic reception by the president. The physicians of Ulysses S. Grant wrote that Mariani products had given the sick general and former president the strength to work several hours a day on his memoirs. And Queen Victoria was so pleased to receive a set of Mariani testimonial volumes that she wrote to the master that she considered them among the finest specimens in her collection. Whatever the hell that means. But anyway, basically, Van Mariani was a cocaine liqueur, which was available in a while ago. 1898, around then. It has pleased His Holiness to instruct me to transmit in his august name his thanks to Monsieur Mariani, and to testify again in a special manner his gratitude. His Holiness has even deigned to offer Monsieur Mariani a gold medal bearing his venerable image. And that's Cardinal Rampolla. That's the name, isn't it? Van Mariani, the wonderful tonic wine, has the effect of prolonging life. Jules Verne. So all these people, they like to go on it, and probably because they had to go on it, that they became interesting people, I would have thought. No, do excuse me, I'm trying to roll a cigarette. I wonder where Steve is. He's probably selecting fine boozes from his fridge. I can't see any private chat or comments or anything. I'm on an ancient computer with a really crap connection. Oh, there we go.
Cheers.
Cheers. Hey, Steve, do you
Yes.
know how I can bring up? Do you know how I can bring up private chat and comments? Because I've got a thing on the side here. It says private chat and comments, but there's no detail beneath.
What, on here on Streamlink?
You know what I'm saying? You got that?
StreamYard?
Yeah, I'm on the StreamYard. Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Did you hold on?
But do I click on
I
it
don't
or
use the
something?
private
Let's
on
have a
that.
look. If I click on
Should
something,
be down at
everything's
the
gonna go
bottom
wrong.
there, private chat. And it just
Yeah. I mean, it's just along. Oh, okay. Oh, hang on.
down at the bottom, and
Wait a
then
minute.
it's whoever's in studio.
Yeah. Okay. Well, I'm just going to try and do a bit of chat. But anyway. Yeah, I was just expounding the virtues of Van Mariani, the post habit, which is a cocaine liqueur, which was around at the end of the. Here we go. Brilliant. Okay, now I can see stuff. I've got comments going on here. That's great. Okay, cool. Hang on a second. Okay, cool. But I can't see who's. Oh, okay. Yes, it's all loading really slowly, like it's taking ages.
Oh yeah.
Right. Brilliant. Okay. All I get is the ident. You know what I mean? I don't know. Here we go. Here come the names. All right, great. Okay, brilliant. Wow, I love being a completely pissed non-tech head. It's great. Yeah, you know what I mean? If they say to me, would you like to join the New World Order? You know, and supply me with loads of beers just to stay at home and rant on a computer screen. I mean, I'd say, well, as long as you can throw a bit of food in, why not?
Yeah, well, let's say, come on, folks. Who would like to join the New World Order? Come on up.
Exactly. Come on. It's this new thing. It's cool. It's hip.
Ooh,
yeah, come on up, Frank, and join the New World Order. I've had enough of drinking beer, so I'm going to change my glass for a bottle. Lovely. Cheers, Steve.
Oh yeah.
And
cheers.
Mary.
Cheers.
What do you? Sorry. Look, do you have a Thanksgiving in Canada, or do you just not have that?
We do.
No
It's
idea what happens in Canada.
It's October. Ours is October. US is, well.
Is that because
it's the same thing as the US.
Did they get Canada first. Yeah, okay.
No, but
did they get to Canada first? Is that a month earlier than the?
No. I mean, basically, it's the same scenario, only that we decided, it's like, okay, you've got Halloween, then you have Christmas. Okay, we're gonna have it in between. I mean, people are so fucking tapped out at Christmas now
Right.
because
Okay.
so they decided, well, hey, we'll have a
It's a funny
Thanksgiving
thing.
in
Aaron, let me
October.
just try and get this. So I mean,
Hey, it doesn't get that
like that.
due to the weather.
Yeah.
Fuck, I don't know about you, Diggin, but did you see the fucking weather south of here? Fucking in Buffalo. Buffalo had fucking, what was it, 70 centimeters of snow. 70 fucking centimeters.
In how long?
In like fucking just a few hours.
How long did
they were fucking dumped on?
Overnight?
Yeah, pretty much overnight.
Shit. That's crazy, man.
Oh, you know what? It goes. It comes.
I mean, that kind of thing is.
Buffalo,
you can't get your door open in the morning.
Yeah. We haven't had. Well, we've had snow here, but nothing.
You can't get your door open in the morning. It's a
no. Fuck no. No, God no. It was fucking insane, and we got nothing here. Nothing. And I'm about 45 minute to an hour drive away from Buffalo. And they got that much. We got nothing. So I mean,
right.
Most people
north of Buffalo.
Yeah, north of Buffalo, northeast. And people go, well, you live in Canada.
So the weather you get to be colder.
You know what? It hasn't been that cold at all. No.
I guess, yeah. Well, you would
for some reason here, it has been quite warm. Well, until after between January.
Yeah,
and March,
sometimes you get these weird zones of.
Yeah. But January, March, it gets really fucking.
Yeah, you get some sort of. Cloud.
Yeah,
weather.
30. Yeah, now he's throwing it in our face here.
January and March. Well, it's the same here.
31 Celsius and fucking where Dinkum is. What was it there today where you are, Rick?
Jesus, Dinkum. It
was 6 degrees here. I think it was 6 degrees here today. What is it? Okay, I'll tell you exactly. It is.
You new to the Yabba?
There you go. That's what it is now. 7 degrees feels like 4 right now. Oh, that's not here. This is here. Oh, we got a fog advisory.
Yeah, I mean, let's have a look what it is here.
The fog was insane this morning.
Yeah, let's see. I'll get up to date weather for you from here as well. See the flashing telephone. You can see the telephone flashing in the reflection in my lenses. Don't watch if you're epileptic. I'm not epileptic, so I can do that kind of thing. In fact, I'm not going to show you it. Hang on a second. Right, it's pretty flashing because. All right, here we are. Update of weather. All right. Mm-hmm. So it's just started raining. I can hear that. It's actually surprisingly, it's quite warm. It's 10 degrees.
Quite warm? Yeah.
But bearing in mind, it's the middle of the night here, and it was 3 degrees the other day. Seems to be some sort of what we might call warm area coming in, but it's getting colder in the week.
Yeah.
So rest assured. The gods of the cold winds will be back with the mighty chariots of
well, here it's supposed to
miserable weather.
It's supposed to increase but then it's going to start getting shitty, and we're going to get lots of rain. 10 to 15 millimeters on Sunday.
Yeah.
And yeah,
Okay. Right. Well, we just had a shitload of rain, and
Yeah.
that was, I think, basically it was from the tail end of a Hurricane Nicole. I think maybe that was her name. It was the recent hurricane to come out of America, I believe.
Oh, and basically,
So
what was it
I
doing?
think it just span across the Atlantic.
Yeah, and it hit you guys.
We got the kind of outside of the record player compared to their, you know, inside of the record.
How often do you guys get the tail end of
the vinyl disc?
Yeah, the vinyl disc. How
All
often
the time,
do you guys get a tail?
I'm in the West Country. I'm reporting from Devon, England, Devonshire, Shire of Devon, where things are quite as they are, you know, and basically it's very rainy quite a lot of the time, and there's quite a lot of wind. But then you can go through, you know, months of lovely weather, you know. So, and anyway, this autumn and this mid-weather and coming into the winter, it's my favourite time of the year anyway. It's excellent.
Yeah, I mean, I love the fall.
Now change the light.
I love the fall.
Yeah,
I'm not a big fan of the winter. I mean, I can handle the winter, but I love the fall. I love when it's fucking dark, dreary, and fucking, you know, I'm happy.
Yeah, man. The leaves. Well, you get all those beautiful trees there in Canada, right?
Oh yeah, it's beautiful. Yeah. I mean, you guys must have a lot of that in the countryside there. A lot of maple, yeah, a lot of maple trees, a lot of oak.
Yeah, come on, jump up and join us. We've got the most. Well, the oak leaves have just fallen, you know. What have we got? We've got a whole load of trees, and the leaves are falling late this year. They're still green on the trees.
Oh, really?
But it hasn't stopped branches snapping off in the wind.
Well, yeah.
Yeah. So, you know, you've got apple trees that are in orchards that are laden with apples, and no one's come to pick them or whatever. It's just, you know, the people around here, they've got like orchards of and just these apples, and no one picks them up. They just rot into the ground and like happy wasps, you know, next year and all that kind of thing.
Yeah, the trees are barren here now.
Yeah,
I mean, all the leaves are falling off.
Huge. Yeah. Right.
Yeah, they're dead here.
Are you not in maple country or?
Oh yeah, there's plenty of maple here, but the trees are barren now. I mean,
you around about.
Well, here.
They're bare. Yeah.
I'll give you an idea what it looks like now, relatively.
Yeah, get some maple in, Steve.
Hold on. Where are we? Let me just see.
Check out this chat.
Let's see.
Yeah, the new World does have games and beer. I've got it on good.
What's that?
Yeah.
Okay, hold on. Just trying to
I
find.
was just replying to a comment that I'll probably passionately later.
That's not it. I got a mate who lives in Nova Scotia. He barbecues shorts. Yeah, fucking Nova Scotia. Love Nova Scotia. Hey, Crazy John.
Nova Scotia must be amazing.
You know what? A lot of people
excellent,
a lot of people in the UK would love the East Coast. Would love the East Coast. It's a lot like back. A lot of people will say like back home. You know, You have a lot of Irish descendants. You have a lot of English descendants. You have a lot
If
of
you go to the
Scottish
east coast of
descendants.
England, you yeah.
You what?
Yeah, well, you know, that's it. There is a kind of sort of homely thing going on between, excuse me, sort of, you know, these islands and those, that landmass, you know.
Well,
There's
yeah. I
old
mean,
connections and family links all around, you know.
oh yeah. I mean, you have. Hold on. I don't know. I think it might. This is what it looks like now. Hold on. Where are we? Okay, let me make sure this is.
Yeah, come on, John. Get on screen and drink some booze and say
No,
some
that's
funny
not
shit
it
or something.
either.
But you don't have to. Please don't. Whatever you want, man. Yeah,
Yeah.
it's nice.
I can't. I can't find the footage. I'll find it in a bit.
And I'll raise a glass to you, good sir. What a bowl.
Boop, 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 boop. What do you have there, sir? What is that? More beer or cider?
Shut. Right, okay. Right, so I started. Where's the cat? Here we go. Tonight's selection started with this beverage here. If I can get out to the screen.
Northern Monk. Oh man,
bring it back. Yeah,
good old Northern Monk. Hazy Pale Ale. Faith.
Wait a second. Yeah, I mean, wait a second. If I go that way, I've got to do it in reverse for telly, right? Yeah, hang on a second. Try and get it. Right, yeah. I've basically got the worst camera here, and it updates every 5 years. I get the next update. Sort of like that. Well, anyway, that's what I started. I'll tell you, it's 5.4% hazy pale ale, and it's they say fruity, juicy, and fresh.
It's a nice
That's
day.
nice.
Well, look at this guy.
Now I'm on the.
I started off with the wrong. I don't know if you can see that.
This guy here, he's Naughty Henry.
Naughty Henry.
Naughty Henry is yeah. Look, you
Henry
got
Westons.
Naughty Henry, and who have you got on your? Yeah. Now, Steve, could you hold up your Victorian photograph of the person again? Who's on the cover of your beer tin? Right. Okay. Brilliant.
Dorothy.
Okay. Excellent.
8%.
Okay. Oh yes. Okay. Cool.
I started off too heavy, I think, and then
I have a vote on which one's more scary. Which one's more haunted? Yeah.
This is the one I'm drinking right now.
Okay, that looks good.
What is it?
I spotted a 10%, or what you call it, a 10% Imperial Stout, my favourite thing. From it had actually vanilla and maple in it. I'm gonna get one tomorrow.
You know what? When they do have that, man, they're so. I love
tomorrow night, I guess.
I love barrel aged mothers that have that. Oh, it's so good.
Yeah, man. Whiskey, bourbon barrel, bourbon barrel stout, man. Yes. Every time Imperial is the winner. It tickles you. It tickles you like no other drink.
Warms
it's a very
you
good
right
drink.
up.
I like a nice peated whiskey this time of year.
Ooh,
right on, man. Switches your central heating on.
Yeah. What would you?
That's
what
right.
would you?
You know
hey,
what I mean?
what would you recommend in terms
really,
of a peated whiskey? Hey, what would you recommend in terms of a peated whiskey?
Okay. Listen, man, you don't have to get. Okay, I'll tell you. So you don't have to get fancy. You don't have to get posh. You don't have to think too much. There's a really good standard peated whiskey, Lefroy, and just Get yourself a bottle of that, man. You know, and carry it around.
What's it called?
a gift flask,
Lafroy?
in
What's it called?
measured doses. Okay, I'll spell it for you, Steve. Yeah,
Yeah.
it's
Yep.
LA.
L.A.
If you type it in on another tab, you can see LAPHR.
Okay. L.A.P.
OIG.
Okay. L.A.P.R.
HR. OIG. And that is the whiskey. So, yeah. And you can get that reasonably cheap. It's a very good peated whiskey for the money you'll spend on it. So, I mean, if you want, okay, I'll tell you, I'll cut you to the chase. Hey, Steve, can we cut? I mean, I don't know, but look, I'll plug a whiskey channel for people.
Do it, man.
If they're interested.
Absolutely.
So there's a guy, and there's a guy. He's a very cool dude. His name is Ralphie. He's a stoic, philosopher and whiskey connoisseur.
Is this the shit here?
And he has a channel called Ralphie, and that's it. It's just called Ralphie. Lafroy, that's the one, man.
That's the one? Okay.
Yeah, well, Lafroy, man. You don't need a free engraving. But yeah, Lafroy is the brand name. Yeah, if you can get that cheap, and it's a very good peated whiskey. What I mean is this: you can fill your larder with that. Come doomsday, you will be having the best money in town.
Okay,
yeah,
here you
man.
go.
What I'm saying is, it's going to be at the cheaper end of the scale, price-wise, but it's a very, very good whiskey, and it's peated.
Let's see if they have.
I want to tell you, Ralphie. Listen, then this is for the audience as well.
Okay.
Ralphie gave his 3 peated whiskies of 2023 today in a 5-minute video on his channel. So I thoroughly encourage anyone who wanted just to spend some money on some really good whiskey, and it won't, anyway, it's just worth the money, man, because it's a little bit special. And he's cutting you to the chase of his pick of the best 3 for 23. So go and check out Ralphie and his little channel there. He also has another philosophy channel. What's it called? Where he talks about life and shit. But I think that'll be in his other channels on it.
Holy
on the Ralphie channel.
Shit. Okay, here you go. Look at this. Okay, here you go. Here is a.
Go on, Steve.
Ian Hunter,
okay,
chapter 3. Well, hold on, I'm going to show it to you in a sec. Okay, so here you go. Here's a bottle of this here.
And if you want a really special whiskey, Steve. Okay.
Oh, look at this. Okay. Look at the price. Look at the price. Look at the price.
I don't know how many people are watching this. Like 10 people.
Look at the price.
Shit, man. Well, that's just crazy. I know. That's bonkers, man. I know. Listen, man. You can spend. You can spend a small fortune on the stuff, yes. But
that's more like
anyway.
A single malt.
What I'm saying.
Oh fuck! Holy shit!
Yeah. Okay. That's fucked. Okay. Yeah. Well, you just get yourself a bottle of both standard Lafroy. I don't know, man, what that ordering system is you got right there. But listen, if you want a special bottle of whiskey,
this is the liquor store.
This is for the audience.
But they do have some.
Here's the place. Here's the place to investigate. I'll tell you. I'm going to tell you. I'm going to cut you to the chase. Right. If you want a special bottle of whiskey, go to James Eady. Just go to the James Eady website, and that's EADIE. Okay, and thank me later.
James Eady.
James
Okay, I'm looking it up here. Hold
And
on.
that's the nugget of the night, I think, probably.
James Eady. How do you spell his last name?
Yeah, you can. E-A-D-D-I-E.
E-A-D-I-E. Oh, whiskey. Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Ooh, look at that, eh? That looks nice. Blended
Sorry,
Scotch
I've dropped
whiskey.
out visually. Oh, I'm back. Yeah, man. That's like a very special thing.
Ooh, it looks nice.
What you got there is a bourbon guy, right? But I don't know
Sorry?
if Edie deals with bourbons, but what I will say is if you want to branch out into the Scots, you know, Alex hit the wrong.
Alex
He's a
is
bourbon
stuck
guy,
on
right?
freaking his 40. Well, no,
He
he
likes
likes his
his
40
bourbon.
Creek. No, I like the bourbon. He likes this. He likes the whiskey. He likes the straight whiskey. He's
The
40
Scotch?
Creek guy, which no, he likes whiskey, just straight whiskey.
Well, Scotch, are you saying like Scotch whiskey or Irish whiskey? What do you mean? Is that like a
More of a
bourbon whiskey?
rye.
Okay, so it's a
It's
whiskey,
more
but
of
what
a
is it?
rye.
Corn
It's
whiskey,
more
or
of
what
a
is it?
rye whiskey.
Right.
40 Creek, I think. Yeah, it's more of a rye whiskey.
Okay. So what I'm saying is, get Alex Rondini the information on James Eady, and
Okay.
I'm sure he'll really enjoy that.
Well, maybe I should.
That's pretty cool.
Hold on, where do you go?
I would have had a whiskey with me tonight, but if I reach over here.
By the way, I found Alex.
Got a glass of port.
You got
Nice.
glass of port. You know what? I don't think I've ever had port before. Is it good?
Yeah, glass of port. Port. It's the port time of year. Around this time of year. Yeah, it's fucking good. Amazing, man. But you got to get the proper one. You just listen. Here's the trick. You go. Look, where's the old bottle of it? I think. Anyway, point being is this, right? Port this time of year gets sold by the supermarkets at a reduced rate, and basically, wait a second. Let's go. But yeah, basically what happens is you can get some pretty good port, normally about 16 to 20 quid a bottle for a tenner. Fantastic.
Yeah.
And proper for these windy days. Oh, lovely drop.
The chat has gotten
randy, of course, makes you randy. And yeah, I don't know, man. I think everyone. Is there anyone actually watching? Just to see.
Yeah. There's like 9 people watching. Come on, guys, get your buds up here.
From the good book again, isn't it? Oh, hang on a second. Yeah, come on, just jump on, man. Look, I got the special.
But I find that with this account.
Special bust handbook, man. You know what I mean?
Very, very rarely do I go on this account and start up a show.
Yeah.
But I figured out, fuck it.
Well, I know, Stephen. It's a rare privilege. I think actually I've probably only talked to you on this account. I haven't been on.
Yeah, I think so.
And
yeah,
probably why. Probably why no one subscribed. Right, nothing mind.
But yeah, we haven't seen you over at.
Okay, what you got to do is you got to run out. A bit of cider in between port swigs. Freshen up.
Freshen up, eh?
Yeah.
Smooth that port out.
You know what I mean? Yeah, freshen up between swigs. Yeah, man. Totally. Get the most out of it. It's all fruit. So dig it, you know.
port. Yeah, I don't think I've ever had a
Friend
port.
is
I
being
might have
friendly
had a
for-
port before.
For the radical left.
I probably, you know what? I've probably had a port in the
Port's
past. but
excellent.
yeah. Fuck. I probably have had a port before.
Yeah.
I just.
Well, I might say, Steve, hey, you were talking. Oh, sorry about that. But you were talking about some kind of well, I don't know. You're Ontario. You're Toronto way, aren't you?
I'm not far from Toronto. Yeah, not far from Toronto, about
Steve?
maybe 45 minutes.
But you were talking about some kind of meetup the other day on our stream.
Yeah, we are doing our first.
I've dropped out.
Did you watch? Did you watch Mindset at all?
Yeah.
So you know.
I watched Mindset and I followed Mindset on. Yeah, well, of course, man.
Well, Gareth was, it
Yeah.
was a suggestion that he'd made, and
I know
we're
about the
like,
Mindset meetups and all that.
yeah.
I didn't get to any, but
Yeah, well, we decided,
Hmm.
in tribute, we'd
Yeah,
finally
it was
do
a
it
really good
because
thing,
he wanted
it's really
he
cool.
wanted to come out and fucking be a part of it, but unfortunately, he passed away. But yeah, we're doing it October next year.
Only Trevor met up with him.
Trevor's met up
Only
with
Trevor
him.
met up with him.
Ben
Diamond,
Emlyn Jones.
I think he
met
now
up
calls
with him.
himself Pioneer Spirit.
Who?
Yes,
Trevor?
that's right, and Matt, of course.
And Matt met up with him.
No, Matt. Yeah, sorry.
Reeves.
Yeah, exactly. So, what I was saying about. Sorry.
Oh, just people
Sorry,
who met
Steve,
up
I
with
didn't
him.
catch that.
Just people who met up with Gareth at the Mindset meetups.
Yeah. Well, that's right. I mean, he met up with David Farron and Della Farron, and
oh fuck, I miss David.
Yeah, and I mean Della appears on Ben's program, and yeah.
David was on.
Well, it's lucky you're not in a church right now, or it'd be a mess in front of you.
Are you so you're very familiar with David?
Well, I'm aware of David and his work. I put Frank on to, I believe, to just check out a little thing of David. This is ages ago, like walking around a London house that was haunted. It's a really good little thing on David's channel.
Yeah.
The David Farron channel. Let's plug that. It's an ident of a filled in black circle. And I recommend people go there and look up the archive bits on that channel and just check out David Farron or Farron, or whatever you want to say. But I call him David Farron because that's how we'd say it in England. Nice guy, basically.
Yeah, a really good friend, man. I really
cool
do miss
dude,
David. I really do miss him. I really do miss him.
Yeah, because Gareth was, Gareth was really into David and his thing, and he came over and did work with David to document him and ask him some questions and all that kind of thing. And I think that's on Gareth's channel.
It's on Gareth's channel, yeah.
I think it's still on the Mindset channel.
It's still there, yep. It's still there. His interview.
Let's plug it for those who are listening in 1,000 years' time. The Mindset Central channel, Gareth David Farron interview. Well,
we were going to have a gathering in to support a cleanup, and David was going to be a part of it via live stream, video stream, but unfortunately it didn't pan out, which kind of sucked because I just can't believe people when they like. Have you ever heard of the Highgate Vampire? No. And if they have, it's because of Sean Manchester. And I laugh because Sean.
Well, yeah, right. Hey, man, you had a run.
I had a run-in with him.
You had a run-in with the Black Pope, didn't you? With the long Black Pope.
Oh yeah, the bogus.
Yeah, right. Wasn't he like? Was he like stalking you or something? Was he trying to like get you under his robe
Hold on,
preach
let me
the
see.
gospel?
Hold on, I'll find it. I think I posted it just for the hell of it, so people could see it. Oh, where are we? I'm gonna pull it up here.
Yeah,
here
man.
we go. Here we go.
Yeah,
here we go.
Do it now.
Oh, this is from October 2010. Here we go. Hold on.
Okay. Here we go.
Here we go.
Don't hold back, Steve.
There we go. I'm not holding back. There you go.
No. I'm encouraging completely the opposite. And as moderate a manner as possible.
He called us the evil cabal. David's evil cabal.
That's right. And but it should be, the meetup should be called the evil cabal, like the secret policeman's ball.
We were thinking about that. We were thinking about that, and
well, you can call it what you like. Don't call it that. It's
a
terrible idea.
We were thinking about it, right? Calling it the evil cabal.
Yeah, it was pure whimsy that drove me to tell you that silly statement. So please just ignore me. Anyway, cheers. Everyone have a good night.
Cheers.
Excellent. Cheers, Steve. Right, and now I'm going to have to reach back into the fridge for more.
Dad, you're quiet. There's 12 people in there. Come on, join us. By all means, please join us.
Join us.
Join us. Join the evil cabal. The evil cabal.
We want to be your friends.
Adrian wears shorts all year round. Thanks, Adrian. Yeah, so do I. When I can, I'll go out barbecue in the middle of fucking the winter in my shorts. Why not? It's like this. Hold on.
Nothing to do with the last drop of port. Just mix it with a little cider and create a rosé. Rosé of such fruity benefit. It befits us all. Nice. Very nice. By the way, if you've got a bottle of port and you've got several Henry Westerns from a nice deal, fuck it, man, mix them together and have a really good time. It's a real fruity thing. You could probably only have it if you've eaten enough savoury foods in the day and you've got enough tobacco on hand.
Here we go. This is David's. This isn't it. No, that's not it. Trying to get.
How many are in the? I don't even know how to even know anything.
There are 10 people watching, but guys, come on, join us. Have a couple drinks with us here.
Yeah, well, Hey, Steve, as out of interest, how many can you get on the screen at once?
Six on this.
I mean, do you pay for your StreamYard?
No, not for
Oh,
that.
yeah,
No,
okay,
no.
because it's the free version,
just for
right?
yeah, this is the free version, but we pay for the
Well,
Nitro.
we could get 6 up. That'd be cool, just to say hello, and then you can drop out instantly. That'd be really cool.
Come on and
Just be
come
nice
on
to have
up and
6
say
people up.
hi.
I think, yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if it affected your algorithm in a positive manner.
I'm surprised.
Even though it's a small
Crazy
account.
John hasn't come up, and Frank and
John probably clicked on it and then went to sleep.
yeah.
There's my old shit, old cowboy, sir. You'll be listening to the Long Black Friday.
But I think he is. He said he was
In the
driving
park
his
town of
daughter
Bucks.
somewhere, so it's awfully quiet.
I can only imagine that or just basically taking it easy. Maybe, in fact, might not have anything to say because who cares, man? Relax and enjoy the show. I've got another story. Whilst you're busy trying to locate David Farron, I'm going to entertain the public. Fake dope, real jail. Okay, here we go. Montanan John Eugene Hendricks unknowingly burned a narc in a $30 sale of methogen that turned out to be caffeine and sugar. But he found that the state doesn't care what you actually have, as long as you think you're selling illegal highs. The Montana Supreme Court upheld Hendricks' conviction and sentence, even though technically clean when nabbed. That's excuse me. That's this story here. That I cite it so you can, let's just see it. Fake dope, real jail. You can see that. Just so you can see the citation.
I'm trying to find the interview.
Oh, sorry, this is bollocks. Okay. In Guadalajara, Mexico, in 1979, he wanted some Korean violet, described as this is weird. Described as mind paralyzing, hard to find. It would cost you $5 to $10 an ounce, or $40 to $60 a pound. 1979, year to be alive, right? Let's move on to August 19. No. Hang on, wait. That was 1975, for fuck's sake. Okay, right, okay.
1975.
So anyway, wait a second, let's just see if we can get some Canada prices here. Okay, I've got your Canada prices, Steve.
Uh-oh.
This is July 1976. In Montreal, you could buy US cheap, decent, for $15 to $25 an ounce, or $150 to $275 a pound.
Wow.
That was in Montreal, Canada. You could buy Mexican for $15 to $25 an ounce. You could buy Jamaican for $25 to $45 an ounce. Colombian for $30 to $60 an ounce. Hawaiian, a prize score, which is noted, at $150 to $250 an ounce. Moroccan hash, mostly green, some rare black, $90 to $140 an ounce. Nepalese hash. This is like the new shipping forecast. In fact, I'm going to do a channel now. You've given me an idea. Nepalese hash, 120, 170 an ounce. Domestic hash, some good, some bad, 90 to 130 an ounce, 800 to 1,200 a pound. And you'll be reassured that in Montreal, Canada, in July 1976, you could get red Lebanese hash oil for $25 to $35 a gram.
Wow.
Thank you.
Fucking red Lebanese. Holy
I will
shit.
do more readings of those details if that's a popular thing with people. You just want to know
Absolutely.
random weed prices in July, August, and September of 1976.
I'm gonna play this here. Hold
If you
on a
ever
second.
need
Hold on.
that, just give me a call, Steve. You know.
Absolutely. Hey Sue, how are you?
A fellow walking into a bar, and standing outside is a nun. And she looks at him and she says, "Before
Where's Sue?
you enter this den of iniquity, think of your mother and your
Oh,
father."
right. Oh, Adrian's the only one who's talking. I haven't.
Said they're dead.
Okay. I've been.
They're dead.
I can't even talk on this channel anymore. On this. Oh,
She said, "Well,
that's
think of the
a
damage
bit of
the
a fake
alcohol
statement.
is going to do to your brain."
I don't know how to talk it. Can I talk in the comments or not? How do I
Yeah,
do
you
that?
can.
What are
Yeah.
you talking about?
I don't know.
Have you ever had a drink? And the nun
You
said,
might have to go on YouTube.
he said, "Well, how
How
the
do I
hell
do
can
that?
you stand there talking
Go
about it and
down
say,
to the bottom, yeah.
drink is going to do damage to your brain if you've never had it?"
Oh,
I'll tell you what, I'll go in, get your drink, bring it out,
let me
give it
come
to
off
you, you drink it.
five
If you don't like it,
comments into
then you
five.
can talk about it. But don't talk about things you've never experienced. What'll you have? And the nun says, "I don't
Okay,
know."
here we are. There's
"What do
nothing
ladies
in
generally
front of
drink?"
that,
He
okay.
says, "Gin."
Just to
She
let
says,
you know, just to
I'll
bust
have
the
a gin.
privacy, there's
But-
nothing is.
Get it in a
Private.
cup so nobody will notice. The fellow goes into the bar and he says, "Give us a pint of beer and a double gin in a cup." And the fellow says, "Is that bloody nun out there again?" The Pope,
No, I'm
discussing
not
the
allowed
existence
to
of God with an out-and-out
Oh,
atheist,
I'll use my bloody mouth.
starts
and me
off
bottle.
You might have
very
to go on
correctly
YouTube.
discussion.
In,
As the hours go by, it gets more and more heated, and
1976.
eventually the Pope turns to the man and he said, "The mom! Get the mom! And you come
Man.
here.
This laptop is running.
You are like
running on
a man
on Windows
who's
7.
totally blind
Oh,
for
Windows 7. Holy
in a
shit.
dark
And it's
room,
ancient. This laptop-
looking for a black
This
cat
laptop
that
technically
is
should not be
today."
functional, but it is. Fine.
The fellow said, "With all respect, Your
Well,
Highness,
sir,
I think
as
there's
it
great
is.
similarity between us both." He said, "What do you mean
And I
similar?"
might say how miraculous.
He said, "Well,
is
as far as I'm
that?
concerned,
That's what I'm
you are like a man who is blindfolded
rudimentary and
in a
it suits
totally
my
dark
style,
room looking for a black
which is-
cat
which
that
is
isn't there.
rudimentary.
The only difference is that you found it." Get a nun
Where's
up in the
that
morning,
David Famine clip?
leaves and walks down the
Steve?
corridor.
What's that?
And a nun looks at her and says, "It's a difficult thing to say, I'm not a nun." And says,
I'm,
"You
looking-
got
know,
out
you
of the
were trying to
wrong
find
side
that
of the bed
David
this
Farron
morning."
Yeah.
Then I started ranting on about
And she goes
No,
on
that's-
down
no,
and
mindless
on.
nothing.
"You got out of the wrong side of the bed this morning." And this happened
But look,
15
if
times.
you go to
By
his
then
channel,
she's
you get
livid.
that really good one
And she
where he's
meets the
just
Mother
walking around
Superior.
the London property.
The Mother Superior is
And
just
maybe
about
we
over
could
Yeah.
there.
provide some commentary on how
"Don't tell
cool
me
he's
that I
feeling
got out of the
whole
wrong
thing.
side of the bed this morning!"
I'd like to play them, but
And the Mother Superior said, "I wasn't going to say
you
that.
never know. She might get a little.
I was just going to say, what are you doing with the bishop's
I
shoes
don't
on?"
want to.
We did, it'll be okay. Oh, we do it. Okay, so yeah, sorry. No, I won't. No, sorry.
Oh, we'll do this.
No, sorry, Steve. No, sorry. I realise that Della is. And I do respect.
Yeah.
Della is.
I am what you would
Well, we'll play this. Hold on.
what you might call a practicing atheist.
I wasn't going to be whimsical, but I would
I'm
have
happy to be
been
an atheist because
whimsical in a nice
actually
way.
God
you know?
likes atheists better.
Going
never asked
to
me.
We're not here to
play
criticise. We're here to
bothering
go.
them all
This
the time.
is
Saying,
brilliant.
"Please
Check
help
it
me."
out.
this classic one.
Apparent
And as a practicing atheist, there's certain
in
things.
London property doing his
I
thing.
travel around the world, and no matter where I go,
Yeah.
somebody called Gideon leaves me this book to read. It's an Irish book because it says it all began at the beginning.
There we
There
go.
are certain things that, when I read the Bible, and I do read the Bible,
And this is
if God has been there forever, what was he doing before he got to us? I mean, what was he out there doing? Was
This
he
is
sitting there
classic.
going, Bored today.
Get
What will I
it
do?
loaded up here.
And suddenly, from nowhere, he suddenly decided to create a world. I'll make a world. That's what.
Brilliant. Oh, excellent.
Rivers.
Well, whatever you got, Steve, it's going to be cool.
Mountains.
Here we
So,
go.
viewers, stay tuned.
Boom. Everything is there. I want a garden. I'd like a nice garden. Whack! Garden bee. Hate gardening. Hate gardening.
Gardening.
Ah, gardener, spit and dust. Adam. Hey! And he, Adam, never once says, where in the name of God did I come from? I mean, he's 40 years of age. He has no child, he has no recall. He doesn't say, how did I get here? But he's quite happy. He just kind of trundles around the garden.
I can't communicate
God
on
is
the
looking-
comments channel.
And he sees that animal's happy.
Yeah, I think you might have to go on actual on YouTube.
I'd like to. Yeah, well, the thing is, if I do that,
I didn't put him there to be
I'm going
happy.
to screw with my.
I'll put a stop to
Wait,
that.
sorry, I'll open up another
And God, during the night, sneaks down like a thief.
All
And
right,
steals,
here we go.
doesn't
Here-
ask, doesn't request,
this,
doesn't...
this is
steals
Gareth's mindset interview with
Where
David.
technology gets funny. Okay. And yeah, okay. Now it stops responding. Okay. As soon as I do it, I think everything that's yeah. Alright, so what happened? Excuse me.
I'm here with David Farrand. David, we finally meet.
At last.
It's been way too long, but as luck would have it, I made a journey to London for the Highgate Symposium yesterday, which went off tremendously well. I had a truly great time, and the place was sold out. It was packed. Everyone had a great time. Can you tell me how that came about? How did you get the idea to even have a symposium?
Well, I have to admit, it wasn't actually my idea. It was my wife's idea, Della,
Ah,
who wrote Hidden Highgate.
right.
No. Haunted Highgate.
Haunted Highgate.
Haunted Highgate.
He screwed
And that
that up
book
a
was so
few times. I
successful.
remember.
It's
He always
sold
say,
out
"Hidden
in local bookshops
Haunted Highgate."
and many other bookshops because people could order that all over the country, which they
Right.
did, and the book sold out and it was reordered, etc., etc. But it was basically her idea, Gareth. But yeah, it's a long time it's taken to meet you in person.
It has. I think we started first corresponding, and maybe I'm a little flaky on this because I don't exactly remember, but it was probably around the late 1990s
Yeah.
when I think I sent you a letter, and you responded, and we just came back and forth, and then suddenly email and the internet appeared, and we started corresponding that way.
Yeah.
And then through Paratalk, we had some interviews and the like,
Yeah.
and now here we finally are.
Yeah.
And I have to say, David, meeting you, not only has it been a pleasure, you're a super nice guy.
Oh, thank you. I
How do
like
you say
flattery.
that? No, but seriously, I mean, I've never felt more comfortable and at ease and, able to talk to you about pretty much anything. And nothing but good things to say about you. Della, also, your wife, has been tremendously gracious and helpful in us getting here to the symposium. Now, some of the standouts in the symposium yesterday for me were the witnesses to the Highgate phenomena. For me, that was the highlight. And don't get me wrong, there was a lot of great stuff in the whole day, but those were the guys that really stood out when you can actually sit there and hear people who had firsthand experienced dealing with this entity.
Yeah. It's important because we didn't just have stuff which you usually would have to rely on, but just repeating people's testimonies. We actually had people there in person. He said, well, yeah, this happened to me. And as you probably saw yesterday, one of those people, which wasn't too easy to arrange, because at first she was very nervous, was a tour guide from Highgate Cemetery itself. And she'd been a tour guide there for 12 years. And we met her in person beforehand, and she told us of some experiences she had in Highgate Cemetery. And we said to her very gently, it would be really great if you could put those on film in public.
Right.
And we just left it to her to think about it and decide. She was very worried about upsetting the management of Highgate Cemetery. But she decided in the end, provided we agreed to anonymise some guides who still work there. And in other words, they were still working in the cemetery, and
Right.
it could have upset the management and it could have upset their sort of positions. But we said we won't name anybody unless you want us to. Well, not only did that, we just expected her on her own coming. But it wasn't only that, she actually...
Hang on.
Police are after me.
Yeah, the cops are coming.
Yeah. But she actually turned up herself, and she actually named one or two people, and she told of their experiences with having said that, got their permission to talk about
Right.
it with them beforehand.
Yeah.
So it's not just her, there was about references to three other guides who's had experiences in that Highgate Cemetery, including herself. I won't go into it again, but we do have all on film. She had an experience near the North Gate, that's the top gate, where this phantom ghost, whatever you want to call it, had been seen so much over the years. And she felt an overwhelming sense of depression. She said it was like the clouds were closing in on her. And then next there was a deadly silence, so quiet. She couldn't hear any birds, she couldn't hear any cars in Swains Lane. She was only about less than 20 feet from Swains Lane, which was the other side of the wall.
Wow.
And it frightened her so much she started running, sort of as she described it. When she ended up back to the chapel at the main gate of Highgate Cemetery, she was covered in brambles, twigs in her hair, dishevelled, but she really, really shook her up. Now, we weren't aware of that before we met her, and I don't think a lot of the other people watching her speak would have been aware of that either, but that must have had some weight behind it, because it actually came from one of the cemetery guides herself.
Yeah, big time.
Yeah.
For these people that have been working there for, X amount of years,
Yeah.
it stands to reason that if something's going on there, they would experience something.
Yeah.
But in the past, they've been because it's their job, they keep it to themselves.
Right.
And now, finally, we start to get some insight into some of their experiences.
Yes, not only that, but we start to get some insight, which came up at the symposium, why the Friends of Highgate Cemetery
Yeah.
were so reluctant. I mean, they actually make rules. They give instructions to their guides that they mustn't mention the V word.
Yeah.
Or they mustn't answer questions about the vampire.
Right.
Even ghosts. The whole subject was forbidden. It was taboo.
Yeah.
That's why it was such a refreshing change to put her in front of a camera, in front of people and other people from the cemetery, and tell her story.
Well, another one for me was Debbie. Debbie appeared in the symposium and told of her tale. She was a taxi driver who witnessed the entity on numerous occasions at the same spot, and even actually pulled over and started a conversation with it, thinking it was somebody who needed a cab.
Yes, I believe that was the very first occasion. She used to live on Hillcrest, which is about a quarter of a mile away, and it happened to be a Christmas Eve. Well, because it was a Christmas Eve, Highgate was very busy. She was taking people to parties and all that sort of thing, and she actually made quite a lot of money. And as she was often driving up and down Swains Lane. As she came back up, driving up the lane, she saw a tall man, as she described him, standing motionless outside the top gate or just beside the top gate. And she just presumed he was waiting for somebody, or even another taxi. And she went slowly, and nobody seemed to arrive. And so she stopped about 20 feet away from him and offered him a lift. He just kept staring at her, a bit motionless. He didn't answer. And she opened the door of the car, leaned on the door, and sort of confided. She said, "Confirmed, I'm a taxi driver. I've had a really busy night tonight. I've had a really good night. I'm just finishing, but I'll give you a lift to where you want to go. I won't even charge you."
Yeah.
And again, no answer. He was absolutely still motionless. And at that stage, something occurred to her. Something wasn't right. She wasn't quite sure what it was, but she decided just to leave him. And she slunk back into